I think we're live. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the day shift. It's your girl Paulette. I'm the owner and founder of Brownstone Worldwide and also KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. You can go ahead and download the app and listen in throughout your workday because there are tons of pieces of content that you don't want to miss. All right, let's get into it this morning. We got a couple of things we're going to be covering, but you guys know the very first thing that we like to do is to give you news and information that you can use from our buddy Alan Edwards. And while we do that, we're going to go ahead and put this on the screen so you guys can get comfortable with the Black Card. You're going to enjoy premium experiences in shopping without having premium prices, an exclusive membership built just for the culture. You guys, let me show you how you can get your very own Black Card at bit.ly/ get the Black Card with a Q. I'm going to get you this news and information that you can use, and you're going to go ahead and check that out. Let's get this day started, you guys.
Hand on his heart, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky watched his country's flag rise Wednesday above the recaptured city of Izium.
As Zelensky looked on and sang the national anthem, the Ukrainian flag was raised in front of the burned-out city hall. After almost 6 months under Russian occupation, Izium was left largely devastated, with apartment buildings blackened by fire and pockmarked by artillery strikes. A gaping hole and piles of rubble stood where one building had collapsed. Harry Michaels reporting.
A top European Union official unveiled a plan Wednesday to cap the revenue of electricity producers that are making extraordinary profits because of the effects of the Russian war on Ukraine.
Other plans include slashing energy use and reforming the electricity market, which all need approval by the 27 EU countries. As the bloc supports Ukraine, Russia has reduced or cut off natural gas to 13 member nations, surging gas and electricity prices that are expected to go higher as demand peaks during the cold months. Michael Patterson reporting.
Less than 2 months before the midterm elections, Senator Lindsey Graham introduced a bill that would impose a nationwide ban on most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
The measure, the first GOP effort to ban abortion at the national level since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June, contains exceptions for cases of rape, incest, or when a mother's life is in danger, but otherwise would restrict abortions after the point when Graham, citing medical research, claimed a fetus nerves develop enough to feel pain. Davis Richards reporting.
Asian shares tumbled, the dollar held firm, and 2-year Treasury yields hit a new 15-year high on Wednesday as a U.S. inflation report dashed hopes for a peak in inflation, fueling bets that rates may have to be raised higher for longer.
U.S. Labor Department data showed on Tuesday the headline Consumer Price Index gained 0.1% on a monthly basis versus expectations for a 0.1% decline. In particular, core inflation, stripping out volatile food and energy prices, doubled to 0.6%. Roger Cantor reporting.
This is the latest news headlines. Phoenix Suns and Mercury owner Robert Sarver has been suspended for 1 year by the NBA for sexist and racist language after the league launched an investigation following a bombshell report from ESPN last year. The report detailed at least 5 times Sarver used the N-word when recounting the statements of others. Sarver was also fined $10 million, the maximum allowed by the league, which will be donated to organizations addressing race and gender-based discrimination in the workplace. 8 people were arrested Tuesday in connection with what federal authorities believe to be a sprawling human smuggling operation that may have victimized thousands of migrants.
Herminia Serrano Piedra, also known as Boss Lady, allegedly ran the operation along with 7 others, federal prosecutors told reporters. The 8 were arrested in Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas on charges related to transporting a non-citizen for monetary benefit while endangering human life. Torvi Rodriguez reporting.
Kenneth Starr, the polarizing former independent counsel who led a highly publicized investigation of then-President Bill Clinton, has died at the age of 76, according to his family. The high-powered Washington lawyer, who also served as U.S. Solicitor General and a federal judge during the decades-long career in government, played a pivotal role in the investigation of the so-called Whitewater scandal that engulfed the Clinton administration in the mid-1990s. Against the backdrop of a rapidly aging U.S. population, researchers said Tuesday the routine use of vitamin D, though widely recommended for bone health, and omega-3 fatty acid supplements, won't prevent frailty in generally healthy older adults. The research team, led by Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, urged seniors to engage in regular exercise and eat a diet rich in plant-based foods, including olive oil, fruits and vegetables, whole grains and nuts, proven strategies to help age well. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
All right, you guys, it is time to get into what is going on in the Brownstone today. First of all, once again, welcome to the Day Shift. It's your girl, Paulette. I'm an owner and founder of Brownstone Worldwide and KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. We have a myriad of different things that we're going to be doing today through the Brownstone, and we're really excited. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this now so you guys can go ahead and pop into our Facebook group. We're actually live on several different platforms right now. So I am going to go ahead and add an additional one for you guys into our Facebook group, which is called what? Brownstone's Best and also the Corner Family. All right, so we're going to go ahead and post that there. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We've got a lot of news and information that you can use right here on the Brownstone, or in the Brownstone rather. And what I'm going to do is head on over to brownstoneworldwide.com, right? So the first thing that I want you guys to do is go ahead and like, comment, and share. Let me know that you're here. And we're going to get into some pretty cool and interesting things. First of all, y'all, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Lord have mercy. Listen, Linda, listen. I woke up this morning and it was 59 degrees outside. That means we getting ready for the holidays. We're getting ready for the holidays. What does that mean? That means that the Brownstone is getting ready to change out the home decor. We're going to be providing you guys with stuff that you can do to hang on just a second. I thought I shared that. Okay. To make your home pretty cool. So we're just gonna have some fun today. We're gonna hang out and just kind of talk over a couple of things. First of all, if you are not a member of Brownstone's Best, I encourage you to head on over. Let me know that you're here. Good morning to all of the platforms that are connected to us right now. So a couple of things. Number one, don't forget tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cullen's Corner goes live. We've got some hot topics that you don't want to miss. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, we literally have a couple of things that are on the hot topic menu. We're going to be talking about Halle Bailey and The Little Mermaid. Have you guys seen all of the reactions that are going around? I actually have a reaction with my granddaughter too, and the look of incredulousness that's on her face. She didn't even say a word. She was just like, and I had to whisper to her, she's black like you. So a lot of little girls are really excited about that. We're going to be talking about some of the other reactions that you have been seeing online. And if you haven't seen it, then join us tonight so we can let you guys see some of the reactions and then also see what my little grandbaby said on the piece. So we're going to leave it at that. And the reason why is because I think it's important for you guys to literally see how people see our beautiful Black girls. And I was really surprised. I think I'm surprised because, you know, it's 2022 and we're still dealing with this. Like you guys. Okay. So that is one of the reasons why it is so important for this platform to be what it is and to help it to continue to become greater than where we currently are. And as far as I'm concerned, we already are, because we have to continue to take control of the narrative of the things that are said about us and how people see us. I was absolutely floored at some of the things that I have seen, some of the posts and how they have changed how Halle Bailey looks as being Ariel for a cartoon that has been changed. So I'm completely floored by all of that. So let me also share with you guys a couple of things that are in the news at brownstoneworldwide.com. I'm going to go ahead and get myself set up here. Hang on just a second. First of all, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being a part of the Brownstone family. If you're not, you absolutely should. I'm chilling today, right? I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm going to grab this coffee with my good vibes on the cup right here. Mm, get that coffee going. A little black coffee doesn't hurt anybody. All right. So, you guys, I'm headed over to brownstoneworldwide.com. I've actually shared this in our Facebook group, Brownstone's Best and the Corner family. And we're literally talking about a 12-year-old young man in Oklahoma who is literally the youngest Black college student in Oklahoma. So Elijah Muhammad Jr. is his name. He's become actually the youngest Black student in the state of Oklahoma, according to KFOR News in Oklahoma City. Muhammad, who is a homeschooled young man and is currently a senior, also started his classes this week as a freshman at Oklahoma City Community College. Did y'all hear what I just said? This young man is 12 years old and he's a senior in high school, and he's already started taking college freshman classes. He's majoring in cybersecurity and is taking 3 classes to start, in addition to, wait a minute, being a high school sister. So his older sister, Shania Muhammad, made history in May as the youngest to graduate from college in the state with associate degrees from Langston University and Oklahoma City Community College, summa cum laude. Let's talk about that, right? She was 14, y'all, 14 when she did that. So you don't have to go through all 12 levels to be at a collegiate level. And that's what she said. So just kind of wanted to let you guys know how cool that is. And so their dad said that his daughter's accomplishments helped to encourage his son to exceed as well. So whatever one sibling is doing, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find that other sibling is going to want to follow suit. And it's really a game of competition. So this young man is going into cybersecurity, and his sister, they're actually competing with each other. How about that? So once again, you guys, that's good news. Let's talk about that. All right. So remember, you all, we also have a myriad of different Black businesses that we have been interviewing, and it's called Brownstone's Business Review. So it's called Brownstone Worldwide's Business Review. And what we do is we literally go through and we talk to Black businesses. So Brownstone's Best is where you can find more articles and content, and actually the video interview itself. We've got some new ones that are coming down the pipe as well. So right now you can check out Leanne Dulce of Dulce and Lay over on brownstoneworldwide.com. We also have Lisa Ely and her business. You can check her out as well. And we also have several others that you can check out. I'm going to tell you now, we have a young man that's coming on, and he's going to tell us more about his business. His name is Francisco Dean. What a name. But this young man, this young brother has a really cool business, and I'm actually going to be sharing his information here just a little bit so you guys can see who he is. He's a cool kid. ProSnap Booth, that's the name of his business. And we're going to be interviewing him and finding out how he started his business, where his business is going, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that you can take those notes from somebody who's making it happen for themselves. So if you want to check him out now, I would absolutely go ahead over to prosnapbooth.com and check out what this young man is doing. I really, really like the fact that he has all of the things that he has going on for his business that he's kind of put together himself. So pretty cool kid. And so I'm going to see if I can share his video. So we're excited. We're going to be interviewing him on Sunday, and then you guys will be able to see the actual replay of the video on brownstoneworldwide.com and BWTV. That is also slated to be on brownstoneworldwide.com. So, y'all, more news. Are you ready? Are you ready? No, we're going to do some tips, topics, and talk with you guys. And if you are not familiar with what tips, topics, and talk it is a tiny little segment that I actually do on Facebook Reels as a part of the Sunday brunch. And it is a way for you to get things done around your home that can, one, save you money, and also keep your home a little bit more organized, right? So we're going to talk about toilet bowl cleaner. You guys are not ready for this. This is super, super easy. Do you have some borax? You got a little bit of white vinegar? And do you have baking soda? That is all you need. All of those bubbles and stuff like that that you see inside of all of these TikTok videos on cleaning and stuff like that, you can keep your home clean. You can keep your toilet bowl fresh with some basic ingredients that you can get at possibly your Dollar Generals, your Dollar Trees, your Family Dollars, and it will save you a ton of cash as well. I literally use the peroxide. I use not borax, but I will use a splash of bleach, peroxide, and also the baking soda. It does the little bubbling thing. And then I go ahead and clean the toilet every single morning. That should be something you should be doing anyway. All right. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you. If you want more tips, topics, and talk, all you have to do is go over to the Sunday Brunch and like that page. I am going to be heading into the Brownstone Kitchen for some new recipes, y'all. We got some new recipes that are coming. So we want you all to take a look at that. So let's get back into this news. Y'all, yesterday we lost an R&B great. He was 51 years old. Jesse Powell passed away. His family indicates that he passed away in his sleep. He was found unalive. I like to say it that way because it sounds so much more, I guess, what's the word? Peaceful, right? Okay. So at that, so you can call me a little morbid if you want, but rest in peace and prayers to his family in terms of the loss from yesterday. So y'all, what is this that I'm hearing that there is the end of the pandemic that is coming? I'm not so sure about that, but here's what they're saying. And then we're going to get to talking about, let's see, that doggone R. Kelly is at it again, y'all. Let's also talk about that. So here we go. We're going to be talking about the pandemic and where we currently are with that. Where am I getting all of this information from brownstoneworldwide.com. I would encourage you to go ahead and check it out. WHO chief actually says the end of the COVID-19 pandemic is in sight. I'm not so sure in terms of what I'm currently seeing in numbers in the current community that I'm in, but I would say to do everything that you can to continue to protect yourself and your family. A lot of people swear by vitamin D3. A lot of people swear by, continuing to wear their mask. And they're also learning now that there are a lot of people who are literally asymptomatic. And so that could be you. So what a lot of businesses are doing and companies is if you're asymptomatic, they're encouraging you to continue to wear your mask, especially if you're not, exemplifying any symptoms, but they're allowing people to still come to work and be positive. So a lot of things are in that little microcosm of information that I provided. I don't know how comfortable I am with all of the things that you hear, but I'm one of the lucky ones. I've not had it, or at least I think I have not. Let's just say that. How about that? All right. So let's get to talking about R. Kelly. First of all, y'all, I have my druthers about the whole situation. Okay. And it's not for me to say. All of the things that happened with that particular case, but it seems as if there has been, and I thought that they had, first of all, let's talk about this. I thought that they had already found the guy guilty. So I'm a little confused. I don't have any words. I have no words, but I did. I thought they had found him already guilty. But according to what we have here, this actually came in yesterday, but I thought, okay, let me go ahead and talk about it tomorrow morning so that we can learn just a little bit more about what happened, or at least what the courts say about what happened. So he was actually convicted of multiple child pornography and enticement charges, and he was actually acquitted on other charges as well. And it was not just him, it was also his business manager, who was also a part of this particular case, and another person who was a part of his entourage, who was a part of that case, and those two were convicted. So he was convicted on three or four counts of production of child pornography, and 3 of 5 counts of enticement of a minor to engage in criminal sexual activity. He was acquitted on 1 count each of conspiracy to obstruct justice and conspiracy to receive child pornography, as well as 2 counts of receiving child pornography. Jennifer Bonjean, Kelly's attorney, said her client had a sense of relief that this case is now behind him and felt that prosecutors had overblown their case against him. Bonjean says she is considering filing an appeal. So there you go with that. Really, really interesting turn of events there. But again, according to other accounts, 2 other people were actually found not guilty on the charges that were against him in terms of conspiracy to work with Kelly to get those people or those young ladies to him. And so I thought, wow, that's really interesting. And so they were breathing sighs of actual relief. Very interesting. So let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal actually pays for 15 friends to earn their master's degrees. How cool is that? Where can you find this information? Of course, on brownstoneworldwide.com. Former NBA star Shaquille O'Neal shared why he paid for several of his friends to earn their master's degrees during an appearance of the Be Better Off show. The basketball champion and serial entrepreneur spoke about his principles for building wealth, as well as about the power of education during his program, which actually aired a couple of weeks ago. So he also said that once during a business meeting, the people he was meeting with greeted him, but immediately began talking with the GOAT's accounts and lawyers because they didn't think that he understood the language of business. The meeting prompted him to get his master's degree at the University of Phoenix, which is mostly an online college, but he wanted to learn in person. After the school told him that in-person classes were only for classes with 15 or more students, he decided to pay for 15 of his friends to join the class and earn their master's also. So he said that he noticed that every time he'd go to a business meeting, that the guys who were doing the deals on his behalf with him would be like, hello, Shaq, how are you doing? And then they would turn away and look at his lawyers and so forth and his accountants and all the guys. And so he said, oh, you guys don't think I'm in charge? You guys don't think I understand the lingo? So he went and he got his master's degree from the University of Phoenix. Now, he's also gotten his PhD. And I know currently he lives literally where the brownstone is, and that is in Georgia. So we actually call it Metro Atlanta or Henry County. That is currently where he resides and where he does a lot of business, y'all. This dude is everywhere. So big shout out to him and everything that he is doing. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. Hey, good morning, Nicole. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad that you're here and grabbing a little bit of news and information that you can use. You guys, don't forget this evening, we are going to be doing Cullen's Corner live. We are going to be talking about Halle Bailey and the Walt Disney movie, The Little Mermaid. We're going to look at a couple of things. We're going to look at the good side of it, and we're also going to look at the bad side of it. We're going to be looking at how people are reacting, and especially our beautiful Black and brown babies and what they have been saying about the movie, and at least the trailer, right? And then we're going to see what those reactions are. So really, really sweet videos that I've been watching all over the news. You guys, here's something else that I am going to be sharing with you all. One of the things that we're going to be doing here at the Brownstone beginning this evening at 8 p.m., we are beginning our pledge drive. You guys, I'm excited about this. I'm excited to share with you exactly how this is going to go. I've taken notes so that I don't forget how this goes. All right. So beginning tonight, when we start Cullen's Corner, we are beginning our very first 4-day pledge drive. Listen very closely, because you are going to have an opportunity to serve the movement with us. Listen to what I just said. This is a movement. We are going to be responsible for changing the narrative, just like with this Walt Disney movie. I get it. I totally understand. Absolutely. That we want to change the narrative on how we are seen in media and in terms of entertainment for our family and for our children. But it is our responsibility as a people and as a community to make sure that we continue to change the narrative of how we are seen and to control our media, how it is presented to us and how we are represented, right? So one of the things that we're going to be doing is we've already created our very first pledge drive. And in addition to that, we're going to take a portion of those proceeds and we'll be sharing that with some organizations in Jackson, Mississippi to make sure that they get clean drinking water. So what does this do for you? This particular challenge, which I am going to call it right now, is all about buying bricks to build the block. That's what this is about. And we're going to be breaking down for you this evening exactly what you can get when you buy bricks to join the block, right? Because we're here to build the brownstone. You are the brownstone. I am the brownstone. We are brown and black people who are strong as stone. We're resilient. We stand the dregs of time in terms of what has been thrown at us, and still we stand. That is where you get Brownstone Worldwide from. All right. So, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be sharing with you guys tonight exactly how you can become a part of the movement, how you can serve with us. And here's how you're going to be able to do it. Listen in tonight, watch tonight live, Cullen's Corner, and we're going to be talking about it in detail, how you can buy bricks to be a part of the Corner family and help to build the block of brownstoneworldwide.com. All right, you guys, we got some more news and information that you can use. You know what we're going to do next. We're going to be sharing with you guys a little bit more information about the Black Card. And then we're going to take us a little break. I'm going to give you some news and information that you can use. But the first thing that I want to do is let you know that Brownstone Blends is available still, of course, on mybrownstoneliving.com. You're going to get in your starter kit a myriad of different blends that you can order. And I'm going to go ahead and share the banner for this over here. And hang on just a second, folks, because I'm running a little slow on, here you go. bit.ly/Brownstone Living is where you are going to order your spices. And then we go ahead and put them in a little box for you and get them out to you. It comes with your starter pack of 4 different blends. We have our everyday blend. We have our garlic lemon pepper. We also have our turmeric jerk and our cinnamon nutmeg sugar blend that is available for you. It also comes with 4 recipe cards, and it comes with a Brownstone Living towel set for your kitchen. Cute little packet that you can get right there. What I will tell you is that we are officially going to be sharing this beautiful box with all of you guys through Georgia Gifts and More.com. So we are excited about that. We're super excited. GeorgiaGiftsandMore.com is where you're going to be able to get your brownstone blends. And that is if you are local to Atlanta, but then also they have their website, and that is GeorgiaGiftsandMore.com. So super excited about that. Now, what I'm going to do is share with you guys, again, the Black Card. If you want more information about the Black Card, here's what I'm going to do is to share that banner with you all once again, so you can see for yourself. And then we're going to get to showing you all some of the things that you can get when you become a part of the Black Card. How cool is that? All righty. So I'm going to put this back up here on the screen. We're going to get more news and information for you from Alan Edwards. But for now, let's take a quick break, shall we?
Hand on his heart, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky watched his country's flag rise Wednesday above the recaptured city of Izium.
As Zelensky looked on and sang the national anthem, the Ukrainian flag was raised in front of the burned-out city hall. After almost 6 months under Russian occupation, Izium was left largely devastated, with apartment buildings blackened by fire and pockmarked by artillery strikes. A gaping hole and piles of rubble stood where one building had collapsed. Harry Michaels reporting.
A top European Union official unveiled a plan Wednesday to cap the revenue of electricity producers that are making extraordinary profits because of the effects of the Russian war on Ukraine.
Other plans include slashing energy use and reforming the electricity market, which all need approval by the 27 EU countries. As the bloc supports Ukraine, Russia has reduced or cut off natural gas to 13 member nations, surging gas and electricity prices that are expected to go higher as demand peaks during the cold months. Michael Patterson reporting.
Less than 2 months before the midterm elections, Senator Lindsey Graham introduced a bill that would impose a nationwide ban on most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
The measure, the first GOP effort to ban abortion at the national level since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June, contains exceptions for cases of rape, incest, or when others' life is in danger, but otherwise would restrict abortions after the point when Graham, citing medical research, claimed a fetus nerves develop enough to feel pain. Davis Richards reporting.
Asian shares tumbled, the dollar held firm, and two-year Treasury yields hit a new 15-year high on Wednesday as a U.S. inflation report dashed hopes for a peak in inflation, fueling bets that rates may have to be raised higher for longer.
U.S. Labor Department data showed on Tuesday the headline Consumer Price Index gained 0.1% on a monthly basis versus expectations for a 0.1% decline. In particular, core inflation, stripping out volatile food and energy prices, doubled to 0.6%. Roger Cantor reporting.
This is the latest news headlines. Phoenix Suns and Mercury owner Robert Sarver has been suspended for 1 year by the NBA for sexist and racist language after the league launched an investigation following a bombshell report from ESPN last year. The report detailed at least 5 times Sarver used the N-word when recounting the statements of others. Sarver was also fined $10 million, the maximum allowed by the league, which will be donated to organizations addressing race and gender-based discrimination in the workplace. 8 people were arrested Tuesday in connection with what federal authorities believe to be a sprawling human smuggling operation that may have victimized thousands of migrants.
Herminia Serrano Piedra, also known as Boss Lady, allegedly ran the operation along with 7 others, federal prosecutors told reporters. The 8 were arrested in Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas on charges related to transporting a non-citizen for monetary benefit while endangering human life. Torvi Rodriguez reporting.
Kenneth Starr, the polarizing former independent counsel who led a highly publicized investigation of then-President Bill Clinton, has died at the age of 76, according to his family. The high-powered Washington lawyer, who also served as U.S. Solicitor General and a federal judge during the decades-long career in government, played a pivotal role in the investigation of the so-called Whitewater scandal that engulfed the Clinton administration in the mid-1990s. Against the backdrop of a rapidly aging U.S. population, researchers said Tuesday the routine use of vitamin D, though widely recommended for bone health, and omega-3 fatty acid supplements, won't prevent frailty in generally healthy older adults. The research team led by Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston urged seniors to engage in regular exercise and eat a diet rich in plant-based foods, including olive oil, fruits and vegetables, whole grains and nuts, proven strategies to help age well. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
And once again, you guys can listen to more news and information that you can use on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. We actually have our Hot Lunch Mix, which is coming up at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time for you guys to rock out to. It's a really good way for you to get your walk on. That's what I use it for. Whenever I go walking on my lunch break, I will take the time to literally walk the building about 8 times or so during my my quick break. So that's a good way to do it, is to go ahead and download the KCCR radio app and listen in. We've got some talk shows. Cullen's Corner replays happen at about 3 o'clock. You can listen to Tunes and Tingles this evening at 8 p.m. And then we also have some new shows that are coming down the pipe, and we're going to be bringing those to you guys this evening when we go live with Cullen's Corner. So good morning, good morning, good morning. If you are currently logging in for the very first time and checking us out, you are currently watching and listening to The Day Shift here in the Brownstone. And I'm your girl, Paulette. I'm the owner and founder of brownstoneworldwide.com, where we literally are changing the narrative of how we are seen in media. And that literally is up to us. So what do we want you to do to help to join the movement and to serve with us? We are literally starting our very first pledge drive that starts this evening at the same time that Cullen's Corner begins. So we're going to be sharing information about memberships, what that looks like, how you can donate, and a portion of those proceeds are literally going to Jackson, Mississippi to help with their clean water issue. They literally do not have enough water pressure to put out a fire in Jackson, Mississippi. So that's a whole problem, y'all. It's a whole problem. So y'all, I needed to share this with you all because I didn't know y'all was weird like this. So this is an interesting news attack. There was a man who robbed a woman in Italy, took off her shoes, and licked her toes. That is your interesting news attack for the day. I don't know what's wrong with people. I find that to be really interesting. But what I will say is that we got some interesting folks out here. I wonder what that would do if she had an OnlyFans account. But anyway, hopefully they were able to get that person accosted or something, Because my goodness, Prince Harry is 38 years old today. That's some other news. I had no idea that Prince Harry was that old. I can remember when he was born. So happy birthday to him. And I hope he enjoys his day. I hope he enjoys his day. So, y'all, let's head back over to something else. Here's something that you all may not know when we're talking about Little Mermaid. Uh, Big shout out to Walt Disney for doing all of the things when it comes to advertising and getting the hype up ready for May 2023. Literally, there may not be a dry eye all over these internet streets because y'all gonna let us have it. You're gonna let us know what's happening. But did you know that in Little Mermaid 1991, Ariel actually meets an African mermaid from the Ivory Coast? That's because mermaids are fictional, y'all. And they can be black, they can be purple, they can be green, they can be, you know what? Crabs talk. Let's talk about Under the Sea, right? So, y'all, let's just enjoy the movie. Let's have some fun with it. But tonight, don't forget, Cullen's Corner, we're going to be talking about the reactions from our beautiful brown babies and also the reaction from these internet streets and what that kind of looks like. And I'm really, really disappointed, y'all. I really am. All right, so let's get back into a little bit more news and information that you can use. Um, Shout out to all of you guys who are actually reaching out to us now in terms of becoming a part of brownstoneworldwide.com. Listen, here's one of the things that we definitely want you all to know. Number one, are you ready? You can become a contributing writer if you would like. If you've got something to say and you want to actually connect with our community here at the Brownstone, the best thing that you can do is to go to the contact us page on brownstoneworldwide.com and get an opportunity to put in there contributing writer. It's going to be a drop down, and you're going to let us know what you want to talk about, what you want to discuss. Another thing that you can do is if you want more information about how you can advertise and reach our audience, there is a link on the front page that you can go to get more information about who we are and how much money you literally want to spend. You'll have an option to let us know and let us know what your campaign is all about so we can create the perfect package for you. Okay, that's going to be important. So let's see. Who remembers Paddington Bear? Anybody, or is it just me? So the Queen and Paddington Bear, how a bear actually became an unlikely royal mascot. So when I was a little girl, one of the things that I used to love to watch was Paddington Bear. And I loved the fact that he loved marmalade sandwiches. Does anybody remember that, or is it just me? Am I the only one that remembers that? And the cute little bear. Well, here's the thing. Paddington Bear, it was actually written by some of the people who worked on the Paddington films. We knew Paddington and the Queen stood for and still do stand for similar values. The idea that be kind and polite and the world will be right actually came from our affiliates over at BBC Radio 5 Live. Okay, so you want more information about what we've been talking about today? Definitely go ahead and check out brownstoneworldwide.com and get the news and information that you can use. So let's head over to the Brownstone, and it's an actual tab that's going to drop down the bedroom, the dining room, the kitchen, and the living room. And you definitely want to go over and check this out because we literally have information that you can use in each one of our rooms. Okay. Did you guys know that Cardi B actually donated $100,000 during a surprise visit to a Bronx school that she actually attended? Not a chunk of change there to donate to a school that you no longer attend, but has probably had a huge impact on who she is as an artist and as a brand. So she went to visit the school and she cut him a check, y'all. How beautiful is that? And you know what? Let me just say this. Money makes you look good. Hip hop superstar Cardi B returned to her roots and made her hometown proud with a significant donation, financial donation, let's say, to her alma mater. According to Fortune, Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, who the world knows as Cardi B, went back to her Morris Heights neighborhood in the Bronx, New York, and surprised her old school with a $100 donation. Students attending IS 232 got a visit arranged by Community Capacity Development, and she actually dropped 100K on them. So that was pretty cool. So the Bodak Yellow rapper on Tuesday morning actually arrived at the school, and looks like she did like a morning announcements uh, uh, deal. And she provided words of wisdom and encouraged them to think about their future when they are making decisions. So big shout out to her for her turnaround and the things that she has literally done to be better and to do better. Okay. I'm telling you, money makes you look good. Money makes you do things that, you might not have considered if you hadn't had access to it. So you guys, time now is about a quarter till the top of the hour where I am going to be leaving you all. Just wanted to make sure that again you guys are aware of Cullen's Corner, which airs this evening. We're going to come and talk to you guys about a couple of hot topics, one of which is Halle Bailey. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about one of the old faves that seems to continue to get a bad rap, and that's good and bad hair in our Black and brown communities. I don't even know why that's still a thing. Okay. So here's what we want you to do. Join us tonight for Cullen's Corner. We're going to be live on YouTube. We're going to be live all over Facebook. Join the movement. Serve with us. Our first pledge drive literally drops tonight. If I were you, I would be connected, because what we're going to be doing is also having over the weekend, since it's a 4-day pledge drive, we're trying to raise as much money as we can to help, first of all, to build the block and to build the brownstone, and also to help give back to Jackson, Mississippi in their efforts to obtain clean drinking water and clean water, period, for that community, which is disproportionately impacted. Our Black and brown folks in those communities are disproportionately impacted because of what has occurred. So again, you're going to serve with us. We're going to make this happen. And we're going to tell you how you can get your name on a couple of those bricks as we start to build the brownstone. And we want you to serve with us. And how can you do that? By pledging to support us every single month. All right, you guys, let's get back into a little bit more news and information. I love a little bit of news and information. I thought I was getting ready to say, I love me some Rickon. Yes, we're not going to do that. All right, so let's get back into some politics. Let's find out what's happening, y'all. Because here's something else I want to definitely let you know about. And we're going to be covering a lot of this. We're literally going to be covering midterm elections, how important that is, okay? And how you need to know who the candidates are for your area. One of the things that we want to make sure that we do is make sure that you all understand how important it is for you all to vote in the upcoming midterm elections and the power that we have as a people. Let's not miss that opportunity to learn more about our community, learn more about the people who want to work for us. We don't work for them so that they can get a paycheck. Okay. I literally knew somebody who was running for office because they knew it came with a monthly stipend. And it wasn't because they were for the people. It was because they were getting ready to retire. And so they wanted to do something where they thought it would be less work. Well, needless to say, they lost. Okay. And with good reason. Okay. For that reason. So, all right. National Republicans are bringing back Willie Horton style advertisements in Wisconsin. All right. And then we also have in our arsenal, let's see. Did you guys know that there is a railway labor agreement that is being reached? So President Joe Biden actually said that there is a tentative railway labor agreement that is being reached right now to stop a union from striking. Y'all, I don't even want to tell you how important it is for you all to keep your ear in these political streets. Okay. Now, the agreement has been reached, averting a potentially devastating strike before the pivotal midterm elections. He actually said the tentative deal will keep the critical rail system working and avoid disruption of the economy. So the Democratic president believes unions built the middle class, but he also knew a rail worker strike could have badly damaged the nation's economy. That left him in the awkward position of espousing the virtues of unionizing in Detroit, a stalwart of the labor movement, while members of its administration went all out to keep talks going in Washington between the railroads and unionized workers in hopes of averting a shutdown. All right, you guys, that is more news and information that you can get where? Of course, brownstoneworldwide.com is where you can find that information. All right, you all, this is my time. I am happy that you all were able to share with me this morning a little bit of news and information that you can use. Don't forget, this evening, Cullen's Corner is going to be going live. We've got some hot topics that you don't want to miss. And I will see you later on this evening for Cullen's Corner. Keep it locked right here for tips, topics, and talk throughout your day. And also go ahead and download the KCCR Radio My Brownstone Living app and listen in. The Hot Lunch Mix is at 12 noon today. And you got news and information from Alan Edwards and the Brownstone News Service, where you get the accurate news, unfiltered. You guys, we'll see you this evening.